it's me. Hi, it's D-Man the voice of the most inconsistent podcast perhaps ever. I upload very sporadically when I want to, when I have the time. I'm a grown man with a job and a family and responsibilities, so I don't have time to sit around on a podcast and pretend like all of you give a fuck what I have to say. I may be white, but I'm not that white. Anywhoozums, I am here with another upload, and you know how it works if you've listened before. It's Am I the Asshole Readings. I go on Reddit. I find a story. I read it. I judge. You laugh. You cry. You think. Maybe I get mad. Maybe I don't. I don't know yet. That's the beauty of it. This is completely raw. I haven't rehearsed this at all. Okay? Even this intro right now. Haven't rehearsed it at all. Nothing is written down. Okay? Nothing is... I don't sit here and painstakingly go through and be like, oh, that take didn't sound good. Let me go ahead and make it sound better. You're getting the raw, the real, just me, folks. Talking, yammering, jabbering, swearing a lot, probably. Yeah. But at any rate, enough of all that nonsense you didn't ask for. Or maybe you did. I don't know what you people want. At any rate, I'm going to read a story now and judge it loudly, probably. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, here we go, everyone. Are you buckled in your car on the way to work? In your couch? Do you buckle a couch? I don't know. I've never seen a couch with a seatbelt, but I'm sure they exist. Buckle up anyway into your recliner, your couch, while you're doing chores on your way to work. I don't know. Half listening, full listening, listening clothed, listening naked. To each their own. However you listen to me, I appreciate it. I'm recording this naked right now. That's not true. Or maybe it is. Use your imagination. At any rate, let's read. Am I the asshole for refusing to have anything to do with my mother after she abandoned me for 10 years, then came back and spitefully said my dad wasn't my dad after letting him raise me solo? Wow, that was quite a mouthful of a title. Usually these titles, these Am I the Assholes, are like super vague. Like, am I the asshole for kicking my kid down the stairs? And it's like, what the fuck? And then you read the story, and the kid is like, I don't know, didn't actually get kicked down the stairs. It's like they were standing in front of the stairs, and the parent walked past them and like nudged them, and they fell. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a very misleading title. But this is very descriptive of what happened. It's also kind of a longy, so I'll try not to go on too many tangents. But again, it's my microphone, my computer, my podcast. I'll do what I want. So, anyway, let's read. My 20 male parents were young when they dated, and mother got pregnant with me. They broke up during the pregnancy, and my mom called dad to the hospital, and she left me with him and said she wasn't interested in parenting, and since he could do it. Awesome! Love that. Amazing. If you father or mother a child, right, and then you abandon that child, you're an asshole. So, there's that. Not to say, people give their kids up for adoption. That's perfectly fine, It's whatever your choice is. I'm pro-abortion, too. You know what I'm saying? But, like, if you were with somebody and you all agreed to have a kid, and then y'all break up, so now you decide, I don't want to raise this kid anymore. Man, fuck you. Piece of shit. Anyway, she did nothing for me for the next 10 years. There was no contact, no child support, and yes, my dad pursued it. No, nothing. My dad did it all. He was on his own and committed to raising me. Good man. Good father. We love to see that. There were times I asked about my mother, and he tried to stay neutral with a slightly positive leaning on her just because he didn't want me to hate myself for being half her. Oh, that's fucking nice. Good dad. Good on dad. That's great. That's great that, like, I'm sure the dad had held all kinds of hate and resentment towards that woman, but he never put that on his son, I always thought that was weird when parents or whatever break up or for whatever reason, and then one of the parents is bad-mouthing the other to the kid. I always have whatever your feelings are, and you're allowed and valid and having whatever feelings you want to have about the person who broke your heart or whatever. But to that child, you do not badmouth that parent, okay? For the reason he said, doesn't want him hating himself for being half her. That's a great reason. The other reason is, like, their relationship with their child, regardless of the relationship they had with you, is completely separate, okay? So don't let your personal feelings influence the way that child feels about their parent, okay? Let them form their own opinions as they grow and form their own relationship with with that parent, okay? I mean, obviously, this situation is different because the mom fucking abandoned the kid, but, like, even in that situation, this dad, this wonderful man here, still isn't bad-mouthing her. So all y'all out there co-parenting that's still bad-mouthing the other parent, do better, all right? Do better. It's not about you. It's about the kid, okay? Jesus. Anyway. He wanted to nurture confidence and security in me, and as much as I hate her today, I appreciate him doing it because I was sort of fragile as a kid emotionally, and I think the insecurity and self-loathing would have been bad if I had known just how awful she was. Hey, like I said, good on Dad, man. Good on Dad for whatever his reasoning, protecting his kid, whatever. Good on him. That was big of him to do that. A few weeks after I turned 10, my mother shows up and acts like she can just start playing Supermom. Don't you love when they do that? Don't you love when parents abandon their kids, then show up some time later just like nothing fucking happened, like they haven't been absent their entire life? Love that. She told Dad she wanted to take me and raise me now and didn't want to fight over it. Bitch, fuck you! What? So now you just decided you wanted to be a mom after 10 years? Man, fuck you. What the hell? She told me I was going to move in with her, and I fought back and said I wanted to stay with Dad, and she was a stranger. On God. On God. That's exactly right. Yeah. Yeah, that woman is a stranger, okay? That woman is a stranger. She hasn't been around for the past 10 years. I don't care that she bore him and fucking all that. She abandoned him as soon as he was out of her, and she doesn't get to come back now. That woman is a stranger. That is not his mother. That is a strange woman who doesn't know him, okay, and is trying to kidnap him and take him away from his father. Fuck you mean. Then, when she wasn't getting her way, she told us Dad wasn't my real dad anyway, and I was someone else's bio kid, so I didn't belong with him. She said it for pure spite, but also because she thought Dad would dump me on the spot. Listen to me here. Look at here now. He's been raising that boy for the past 10 years. He raised that boy at this point, obviously the person writing this is like older now, but at that point, had raised that boy for the past 10 years, been, there for every bout of sickness, every school trip, every conference, every, breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever, vacations, all been there through everything up to this point, and has raised that kid from the ground up. That is his father. It doesn't fucking matter if they share DNA or not. That is his father, okay? That man has done everything, the job of a father. He has done every job of a father. He has been there for that child for 10 years, and I haven't read past it, but I'm guessing the dad definitely didn't drop the kid. Dad definitely didn't drop him. This man does not seem like the type who would do that. But, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But anyway, like, regardless of DNA, that man is that boy's father. So fuck that bitch for saying that. That's just trying to fuck him with him. What a spiteful bitch, right? What a spiteful... Why would you do that? Why would you say something like that? That's just... Ugh. Some people, man. Some fucking people just... Awful. Awful fucking people. Anyway. Let's keep going. Until we got the DNA test, I was in pieces over that. I felt guilty because Dad raised me not knowing. I didn't want to have a different dad or lose him. He spent ages reassuring me he would be my dad no matter what, and I was his son no matter what, and he loved me. Good on you, Pop. Hell yeah. You loved it. You hear so many stories about shitty dads abandoning their kids, being like, those ain't my kids, fucking all that shit. Like, you see so many stories, remember in the back in the day, Maury and Steve Wilkos and all them fucking shows about these dudes being so adamant, like, look at the eyes, look at the nose, look at the ears, that's not my kid, being so fucking, like, boisterous about not being the father of this innocent little baby, right? So here you have a man who he's like, it doesn't matter what that test says, son. It doesn't matter what that test says. I'm your father, you are my son, and I will love you forever. Like that. Good on fucking Pop. Your dad's a fucking superhero, man, and I appreciate that. But I was expecting someone to come between us the rest of the time. I was so sure my mother would find the actual guy and he'd take me away, and they both would. but a DNA proved that I was Dad's kid. Fuck yeah! Like I said, not that it matters, but fuck yeah. Now Dad has even more of a legal standing, too, because he can say, like, not only have I been raising this boy, but I am his biological father as well. So, like, it's even a stronger bond now. He paid for it privately just because he wanted me to be comforted, and deep down he believed I was his, even if he was sick at the thought of my mother telling the truth. We don't know if she had doubts about who was my father, but she was wrong, and Dad was 100%. She was wrong that Dad was 100% not my dad. Okay, so basically, he's his dad. Long and short, he's his dad. Hell yeah. She disappeared again after the DNA results, and she was pissed. Good, fuck her. She acted like I was supposed to jump into her arms and run away with her even though she was a stranger, and even the way she talked to me showed she would have been a shitty mother. Yeah, I mean, her behavior at all, like her behavior trying to drive a wedge between you and your father by lying about some DNA bullshit, like, shows what a shitty fucking person she is, so, whatever. It was only 2.5 months ago that she showed up again. So, showed up when he was 10, waited another 10 years, showed up now when he's 20. Great. She moved to town with her husband and his 2 little kids. They made a point of stopping by mine and Dad's, house and introducing him and the kids. Who gives a fuck? Why would you do that? What? Who gives a fuck? Like, you think that they want to meet your fucking husband and his shitty kids? They don't fucking care. Why would you do that? What makes you think they would give half a fuck about that? God, this bitch. They said his kid's mom died, and my mother was going to be their mom now, and we'd be siblings, and soon we'd be a family, and we should be a family. Man, fuck off! What the hell is this bitch's problem? I told them I wanted nothing to do with her or any of them, and I told her after what she did, she had the audacity to come back and act like I'd ever want anything to do with her. Fuck yeah. She argued that that was 10 years ago and that she's grown. Okay. I said she could fuck off and die in a hole because she's a spiteful bitch and unworthy of being called a mom. Ooh, shit! Oh, yes! I love it! I love that. Oh, that's good. That was, yeah, I'm gonna read that again. If you could see the face I'm making, I bet you could hear the face I'm making. I said she could fuck off and die in a hole. Because she was a spiteful bitch and unworthy of being called a mom. Oh, fuck. God, that's good. I mean, it's just straight to the point. No muss, no fuss, no nonsense, no nothing, no dancing around it. Like, bitch, you suck. I fucking hate you. Die. Die today. Die right now today. Like, I love it. I love it so much. Oh, God. All right. Woo, collect myself. Let's move forward. Dad told them they needed to leave. You need to leave! My mother's husband was willing to go because he didn't like our attitude, apparently. But she acted offended and was trying to linger. Oh, he didn't like your attitude? Oh, the new husband didn't like your attitude? Oh no, whatever shall we do? Man, fuck you. What the hell? Why are you even here? I don't know you. I don't know her. Why the fuck are you on my doorstep right now? You don't like our attitude? Well, that's crazy, okay? You can go not like it somewhere else then. This is my fucking house. Fuck off. You know what I'm saying? You don't like my attitude. Fucking, you think this is attitude? This is honesty. I'll show you fucking attitude if you keep standing on my fucking doorstep with your bullshit. The fuck? Anyway, she approached me a few times since, and I've ignored her completely. Good. She told me I should hear her out and give her a chance. Fuck you. Her husband was there one of those times, and he was saying shit about me and how much of a monster I am for the fuck off and die in a hole comment because I want his kids to lose 2 mothers and be motherless twice before they're 5. Man, fuck your kids! What? Fuck you and fuck your kids! I don't give a shit. Like, I don't give a shit what happens to you. I don't give a shit what happens to your shitty kids. Look, man, fuck you. I don't know you. Okay? I don't know them. I don't even know her. All I know is that she had me and abandoned me and then came back once halfway through and decided that she was going to try and take me away from my dad and lied about some horrible shit. Like, what? Who is this dude? Why does he think that he can insert himself and say anything about this situation? This has nothing to do with him. This is about shit that happened long before he was ever in the Man, shut the fuck up and go mind your own fucking business over there with your shitty wife and your shitty kids. The fuck? I mean, I don't know about y'all. Like, if I was that dad and some random motherfucker came in and started talking sideways to my kid, even if they are a grown-ass adult, put your fucking hands up, man. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? I know you ain't talking to my son like that. You must be out of your goddamn mind. What the fuck's going on around here? Jeez, the fucking people, man. Jesus. I ignored them still, but the comments bother me a little because I want to scream that they should move away if they don't like it, but I know I can't make them leave. I mean, you can't make them, but you can still say it. If you don't like it, leave! You need to leave! They need to leave. And I know I haven't heard her side. I don't want to hear it. I don't want a relationship or anything to do with her ever. But does that make me the asshole? No! There's one last paragraph. Let's read it before I give final thoughts. And you know, I'm the same age my parents were when I was born. I feel too young for kids, but I would never fuck my kid over the way she did me. Oh, God. She was 30 when she did that. Like, what the fuck? She wasn't even a kid anymore, and she didn't give a shit about what it did to me. She didn't give a shit about what it did to Dad, even though he was on his own with me and had zero support from her. Right. Exactly. I feel like this person here knows they're not the asshole, right? I feel like maybe they're asking the question because of the comment, you'll fuck off and die and whatever. But, like, it's just kind of looking for, like, validation, which you get it. You get the validation, sir. You have received validation from D-Man the Voice because you are not wrong at all. Fuck that bitch. Fuck her husband. Fuck their new kids, okay? They can go fuck off somewhere else and live their happy fucking apple pie shitty life over there, okay? Like, they can go over there and do whatever the fuck they want over there. They need to stop coming into you and your dad's business and trying to insert themselves into your shit, okay? Like, she made her bed, now fucking lie in it, all right? Like, you've made your decision 20 years ago that you didn't want to be a mom. You don't get to come back now with all this attitude and this new family and act like everything's going to be hunky-fucking-dory. Especially not with that shit, like I said, that shit halfway through when he was 10, trying to take him away from his dad and lying on some shit, right? Like, just because you've grown, you're in your 40s now and you're grown, you're in your new girl era. Shut the fuck you. That doesn't excuse all the shit you did in your past, okay? You abandoned this boy when he was a baby. You abandoned him. And he came back when he was 10 and tried to kidnap him, right? And then now you're back when he's a grown-ass adult talking about, we should be a family, with your new fucking husband and his fucking kids. Like, that is, man, fuck you. Like, go away, okay? Go away and stay away. You want to live in the same state, whatever, fine, I guess, but it's the United States is huge. We can live in the same state and never fucking see each other. Go live your fucking life over there somewhere, okay? Live, grow, and die away from me. I don't got or want nothing to do with you, stranger, okay? Go live your life. Do whatever you want to do. Just do it the fuck away from me. Like, what is so hard to understand about that concept, right? Like, I don't care what you do, bitch, right? I don't care what you do. I don't care how you live your life. I don't care what you do, like who you bring in to your life. But all you need to know from my side is that one of those people you bring in is not going to be me. Not now, not ever, okay? So accept that, deal with that, and move the fuck on and go over there and stay the fuck away from me. Like, what? Just go away. Right? Just fuck off. Fuck off over in that direction and don't fucking contact me ever again. How much more clear could this person be with, I don't want anything to do with you, fuck off and die? Like, You can't be much more concise and clear than that. So what the mother should do, right, is for the first time in her shitty life, is respect the wishes and the well-being of her fucking first child and do him the courtesy of fucking off over there and possibly dying. Okay? The dying is negotiable. The fucking off over there forever is not. Alright? So, that's really all I got to say about this, okay? That's all I got to say about this one. It's pretty cut and dry. The mom is shit. The dad's a fucking superstar. Mom's new husband, run your hands. I'm annoyed at you. Like, shut your fucking mouth. It has nothing to do with you. The mom and the new husband's kids, they didn't do anything. Good for them. Whatever. But, like, yeah. I'm done. This is pretty cut and dry. Shitty mom, superstar dad. Everyone should just fucking fuck off from each other and go live their fucking lives. They can live their shitty life over there. Poster and his dad can live their happy, nice, good people life over here. Okay? Okay. That's basically the end of this part. Alrighty, rude friends and enemies. I got animated there. I swore a lot. I got angry, whatever. I'm not sorry. It's how it goes, you know? Sometimes I get animated. Sometimes we get a little more serious. Sometimes we get a little funny. You know? It's just, that's how the vibe goes, right? I'm just a man. I'm just a boy standing in front of a microphone saying nonsense to people over the internet. You know what I'm saying? So, at any rate, I'm not going to go into a huge fucking thing at the end. I said what I need to say about all that. But, you know, we finish these. I always end with a special message, everybody. And today's special message, it's going to be kind of short because, like I said, I did a lot of talking already about stuff, and there's not really much to say. But usually the special messages revolve around, you know, loving yourself, loving your friends and family, respect, trust, communication, all that. You know, sometimes it's about relationships, sometimes it's about family, what have you, you know. But I think this special message here is just respect yourself, right? This person, the poster, had a lot of respect for themselves, and I appreciate that. You know, so respect yourself, respect your boundaries, and hold those boundaries firm, all right, regardless of who's trying to break through them. And moreover than that, like, to a more specific message, I suppose, if you agree to have a child, right, if you agree to have that child, and you are deciding you're going to raise that kid, you're going to have that kid, like I said, you're not going to give up for adoption, abortion, whatever. Like I said, I support those options. If you're not ready to have a fucking kid, like be a parent, abortion is a viable option. I see nothing wrong with that, right? That is a personal choice. If you don't believe in that, or you don't want to go through that, and you want to have the baby and give it up for adoption, that is also very valid. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever, you know? But if you are going to, like, agree to have this kid, right? You decided you're going to have this kid, and then sometime through the pregnancy, you and one of the parents break up or whatever, like, you're still the parent of that child. I don't give a fuck. Like, whether you're the father or the mother, you know, regardless of what role you're playing in that, you are that kid's parent now. You've agreed to that. You are that kid's parent now. So, abandoning them is so fucking shitty, man. It's so shitty. Abandoning that kid that you agreed to love and raise, I can't imagine. Just, what the fuck is the matter with you? You know what I'm saying? And then to come back later on and try to fuck everything up is just, that woman was evil. Fuck her. But, like, the general message is, I guess it boils down to responsibility, right? Take responsibility for yourself, for your actions, and what you agree to do. Okay? If you agree to something, do it. Okay? Do it. If you agree to something, then do it. You are the ones, mother, father, you are the ones who had sex, you are the ones who got pregnant, you are the ones who are having this kid, okay? So you owe it to that child to do your very best for them. Even if you're not together, you owe it to that child to do your very best, okay? So, if you agree to have that baby, that is your baby now, regardless of whether or not you're with the other parent, that is your baby, and you have a responsibility to that child, okay? And that shouldn't be an obligation. Okay? It shouldn't be an obligation. You should want that. You should want to love that child. And if you're somebody who feels like you wouldn't be able to do that, wouldn't be able to love a child the way they deserve to be loved, right? Then don't have fucking kids, okay? Get yourself snipped. Wear protection. I don't care. Whatever. Don't get fucking pregnant. All right? There's plenty of ways to not do that. All right? So, I said it boils down to take responsibility for yourself. All right? Take responsibility for yourself, responsibility for your actions, and just understand that regardless of the situation with the other parent, that baby has done nothing, and all that baby deserves from you is love, affection, attention, and a parent. All right? So accept that responsibility and fucking do it to the best of your ability. Fuck everything else. All right? All right, that's it. That's the rant. We're done. Special message, whatever. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging around. I'm a voice actor, by the way. I'm in a lot of stuff. Check out the Annie Shorts app. I'm all over the place over there. I'm a main character. I'm a side character. I'm villains. I'm heroes. I'm everything, okay? I can change my voice. I can sound like a lot of things. This is my regular speaking voice. Sometimes it goes a little higher. Sometimes it goes a little lower. Sometimes I change the accent. You know, you want to hear all that? You want to hear how deep and how high I can go? Pause. Resume. You want to hear the versatility? Go check it out over on the Annie Shorts app. All right? You ain't going to hear the same voice twice. That's not true. You will. But you'll hear the versatility as well. So, but I don't do it for free. So I ain't going to do it here. Or maybe I will in the future. Who knows, darling? We could do anything going forward. Right? Maybe I'll do a Am I the Asshole reading with a sexy British voice. Eh? Maybe. Probably not, though. Bye.